Hello there.
Hello.
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 Welcome to the Bingle Boot podcast, where me, Brennan, gives several different views on stupid things that I stupidly think of. And for today's co-host, we have Trevor. Please introduce yourself.
That's me. I'm just doing this for fun.
Makes sense. Anyways, hold on. Let me just adjust my chair, and today we are going to be talking about stuff, literally anything. Board games, card games, Halloween costumes, cats being better than dogs, weed being very illegal, anything. What do you want to start out with?
I want to talk about card games first.
No, of course you do. Okay,
Yes.
So, what's your favorite card game?
I'm going to say Monopoly Deal.
Monopoly.
That's right.
It's always the simple ones. Actually,
Well,
Monopoly's
card
not that
games
simple.
are pretty simple. My other one would probably be like Five Crowns or Pirate King.
You know, one of my favorite card games is... Wait, what's Pirate King?
Well, you make bets to get points, and when you don't make your bet, you lose points. In a summary, basically,
So basically gambling.
with points.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's why it's fun.
one of my favorite card games is Muffin Time, because it's like... You ever heard of it? It's like absolute chaos. Every single card in that game does something completely unique.
Sounds like Exploding Kittens,
Yeah, it is, except
except for better.
better, but the goal is to have 10 cards in your hand, go through an entire round, and then still have 10 cards in your hand by your next turn. And everyone else has to stop you from doing that, but they also have to do it. So it's like a mad dash towards who can hold 10 cards in their hands for an entire turn.
It seems like it'd be more difficult with more people.
It is. It very is. 3-player games, the smallest games you can have, tend to last 7 minutes. Meanwhile, games with 6+ people tend to last about 20 to 30 minutes. Trust me, from experience, I have the full game with special cards because I got it back when it was on Kickstarter, and I got special cards that you can't get anywhere else now. Though there is one I'm missing, which is that one weird sorry one, which you get for mail for when your game's delayed or something. Oh hey.
Looks like we have a surprise visitor that just left.
Yeah.
That was
whoops.
Mr. J.
Anyways, how close can I get to this mic? I can get this close. I am very close to the microphone right now. This ASMR now for some reason, I guess. Anyways, back to the thing. So, speaking of card games, a very, very close, second place towards card games is board games. And when you mentioned Monopoly, that's more or less not... actually, wait. Monopoly is more like a board game instead of a card game.
Yeah, but there's Monopoly Deal. It's
Yeah,
different.
I know you mentioned that. But Monopoly's most known as a board game.
That's true.
Like how Uno is more known as a card game. Instead of a, look at this plastic doodad that spits cards at you game. Anyways, so one of my favorite board games is this the one me and my family played a lot? It's called Allowance. And it's actually, it's one of the most
Interesting ones, probably.
down-to-earth card games. You
Oh.
tend to play it, then realize, wait a minute, I don't want to play this. But you keep playing it because you're having fun somehow. And
Tax exemption.
by proxy, everyone's having fun despite not even being fun.
Cool.
It's like Schrodinger's board game. Are you having fun? Good. Are you not having fun? Bad. But if you're not having fun, you're having fun because others are having fun. And if no one's having fun, then everyone's having fun somehow. You never know how much fun someone's having until you go, is this fun? And everyone's like, nah, it ain't fun. Let's play something different. Let's play, the Hogwarts Harry Potter trivia game. Ooh.
Ooh.
Anyways, what are your favorite kind of board games?
Well, my favorite board game would have to be Marvel Villainous.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
If you don't know what that is.
I know what it is.
Okay.
I know what the concept of it is. I don't know how it's played. Could you please explain that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you pick your character, like one of the Marvel villains, obviously, villainous. Okay, so you have a domain which you can move your character to and gain power to use cards, and you have to vanquish other cards that are played on you, on certain ones. And there's a move action, a activate action, and there's different cards that can do different things. And it's really complicated, and like no one else in my house likes it because it's too complicated for them, and they don't want to know how to learn it.
It sounds quite complex.
It isn't, but it is. When you learn how to do it, it's like really easy.
Yeah.
Like Smash Bros.
And speaking of Smash Bros, that actually segues next into this next segment. Video games. So, do you play video games often?
When I have the time to.
Makes sense. So, what is, by definition, your favorite video game? Don't let the hmms rob you.
Okay. Well, it would probably be... I'm going to come back to you on that when I think of that when Brendan's talking.
I'll just say mine. It's actually this like indie horror game. It's like $5 on Steam. It's called It Steals, and it's like one of my favorite horror games because it's set inside of like a checkerboard maze room with like, and there's like blue orbs floating around everywhere, and you have to run around and catch those orbs before the monster, known as Legs, which is a pretty funny name, catches you. However, the catch is the monster isn't after you. The monster hides from you. It attacks in the shadows.
Ooh.
When you're not looking, you have to listen. It's a game that requires listening. You have to listen for when he's right behind you and then like flip a 180 to scare him away.
Sounds like a weird monster.
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought of mine. It's Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good one. I heard they got a sequel.
Yes, they did.
Which
It's
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yes.
I played it a bit. I have it. But the only thing I can say about it is its incredibly inflated price tag of $70. Like, the people at Nintendo were like, yeah, this is a good game. How much you want for it? $60? No, it's too big for that. Let's do it at $70. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get the big bucks now. And they did.
Evil
somehow.
plan.
Evil laugh, because they're Japanese.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know why it's so high, but from what I've heard, it's a pretty good game. Lots of stuff you can do.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do is, you know those like Korok segments where you have to like take a Korok guy, build him a little like contraption, then slide him across something to get to another buddy. I like to do what people call the Super Mario 64 penguin trick on him, where I just, you know that snow level in Super Mario 64? Where you have to like take a penguin down to its mother, and it's like really tedious. And people are just like so enraged by it that once the star's there, they just pick the baby back up and just drop it off the ledge. They do that with the Koroks. Like, oh, you're with your friend now. Have fun down that pit.
Reminds me of the weird Korok shrine thing, a trial you had to do in Zelda Breath of the Wild. You had to follow a Korok and make sure that they didn't see you. And when they turn around like every 2 seconds, and they see you, you have to restart. And the Korok is going very slow, so it takes forever to get to the shrine.
Immense pain.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna have to wrap it up soon for a bit. So, first of all, we would like to have some words for our sponsors.
Mr. J. The school.
Mr. J's not a sponsor. We're just using his home and house and microphones to record this. Wow. Anyways.
Whether you're training the great mountain of Baba on Battlefield or swimming in the relaxing ocean of Jolly Roger Bay, your feet will get really sore. So come on down to Mario Foot Products. We have antiperspirant lotion, cold therapy socks, foam ball foot pads, and more. And just in case you don't think these products work, here's some reviews from tourists who tried out our products.
They work like a charm. My feet haven't felt this good since I got this suit.
Mario Foot Products, sold at an MFP near you.
Have you ever wanted to use a force but couldn't afford it? Now we have the solution. Schwartz rings. They are cheap, powerful, and transportable. Schwartz rings can help you lift things and help defend yourself from other people. Schwartz rings changed my life. I used to be a hopeless, useless nobody. Now I can do almost anything I can think of, and it's really helped my self-esteem and popularity.
Buy Schwartz rings now. Only 637 quadrillion, 823 trillion, 395 billion, 248 million, 201,107.97 cents. If you want this ring right now, just call 555-555-555-555-555-555-555-555-555-555. And they're on sale right now because there's only 3.5 in stock, so the price is halved. So call 555-555-555-555-555-555-555-555-555 right now to purchase.
Anyways, that'll be all for today's podcast on the Bingo Boing podcast channel. I'm your host, Brennan, and this has been today's podcast. Any closing thoughts, Trevor?
See you next time.
Okay, bye.